Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Creepy World, and you might be wondering, what am I doing here? Well, that's because I gotta work on an essay. Actually, let me just do something really quickly. I gotta work on an essay about factories in the Industrial Revolution. So that's why I'm on here, and there's like 6 tabs that are open. See? 6. Anyway, I just wanted to share this really quickly because, okay, so I'm just gonna let you. Okay, I think it's like around here somewhere. I don't remember. Somewhere here. Yes, here. Okay. So in the memorial, he recounted witnessing a scene of horror. A girl named Mary Richards, who was remarkably pretty when she was left the workhouse and was not quite 10 years of age, attended a drawing page with below which, about a foot from the floor, which was a horizontal shaft, by which the frame above was turned. It happened one evening when her apron was caught by the draft. In this poor girl was drawn by an irresistible force and dashed on the floor. She uttered in the most heart-rending shriek. The factory's overseer ran toward her, an agonized and helpless beholder of the scene of horror. He watched her whirl around and around with the shaft. He heard the bones of her arms, legs, thighs, etc. essentially snap, crush, seemingly to atoms, as the machinery whirled her around and drew tighter and tighter her body. Within the works, her blood was scattered over the frame and streamed up the floor. Her head appeared dashed to pieces. At last, her mangled body was jammed in so fast between the shafts and the floor that the water being low and the wheels off the gear, it stopped the main shaft when she was extracted. I don't know. Every bone was found broken. Her head, dreadfully gross, was carried off quite. She was carried off quite lifeless. These types of situations occurred because children were given clothes that did not fit. Also, as shown in the image earlier, they were sometimes required to operate machines without protection adults, such as shoes. This is what happened. She got caught by a machine because of no safety clothes. She died a horrible, painful death, but also very quickly. They do it in detail. I was reading this, not expecting for this to happen. And yet it happened. I did not. I'll let you know if there's any other signs of, yeah. Yeah, I'll just let you know. I found another one. When I was in a surgeon in the infirmary, accidents were very often admitted to the infirmary, though the children's hands and arms having been caught in the machinery, in many instances the muscle and skin to stripped down to the bone, and in some instances a finger or two might be lost. Last summer I visited Levershey School. The number of children that had that at the school who were employed in factories was 106. The number of children who had received injuries from the machinery amounted to nearly 1/2 of the 47 injuries in this way. As his report suggests, the injuries that the children suffered were painful and disfiguring and relatively common. How stupid were we back then? 82 degrees for 14 hours a day. Can any man with a heart in his body and a tongue in his head refrain from cursing a system that produces such slavery, and such cruelty. I cannot. What were we thinking back then? Kids! Kids! 14 hours a day! In 32 degrees! 82! Sorry. That's like a summer day for 14 hours a day. I'm just surprised how stupid we are back then. When cameras were invented and the Industrial Revolution we're still in the third stage. But this is the second stage, and this was not long ago. Look at their We were such idiots back then. So, yeah. Oh, look, Karl Marx, Robert Owens. They tried to make life perfect. But that's never going to happen with the governments we have. And, yeah. Yeah, also judge me. I like love songs. They're good. Yeah. If my teacher somehow finds my YouTube channels and sees this video, I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson, but I'm gonna write some gruesome details. Because of... Yes. Anyway, the 90s. The 90s is when we stopped child labor. The 90s, people. The 19s. Sorry, I can't say so properly. The people. How long was that ago? Oh yeah, 119 years ago. People. Oh gosh, that hurt my legs. Well, I found nothing else, so I'm just watching some laying behind. So anyway, that's it for today's video. Goodbye.